Man, just sit there and shut up. This ain't no democracy.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. This is the United States. Your ass belong to me. They don't give a damn about you. They don't like you. I don't like you. Nobody likes you.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. We try and stay humble on this channel, but if we do have one superpower, it's pattern recognition. We can sort of see, based on all available evidence and data and following news cycles very closely, and based on the fact that we go out into the streets for a Man on the Street show every single week, sometimes multiple times a week, we can see these trends building in American politics. And we do probably better polls than most of the professional pollsters just by talking with people and getting like a sense of what Americans actually think. And that's why headlines like this do not surprise us at all. Everywhere we go, Black Americans, specifically younger Black Americans, support Donald Trump. And this is a phenomenon found in blue states, red states, purple states. Everywhere we do a Man on the Street, this is something that we find. 1 in 4 Black men under 50 support Trump for president, NAACP poll finds. You can see this, obviously, in higher level polling here. You can see it in these long research papers, Black voters in the 2024 presidential election, a breakthrough for Trump. Key points from the article. Trump is strong polling against, this was then Biden, with Black Americans, but the numbers have effectively not changed as long as you're looking at younger Black voters. The Black vote has been overwhelmingly Democratic in the last half of the century. Exit polling from 2022 midterms shows that the Republicans are gaining with Black voters and with Hispanics. And so it's very, very interesting. It's like a really particularly interesting study. And you can see how broken down via age, younger Black voters are very interested in voting for Trump. And this is something that has been a phenomenon that's been at play, again, whether it's long research papers or whether it's live on MSNBC.
People in your orbit who are either voting for Donald Trump or considering it?
For sure. A lot of my friends are obviously my age, so we're a little younger. We've only voted once, for a president. And Trump is kind of all we know. And they're Trump and Biden. They're like, well, we were broke with Biden. We weren't with Trump. And that's kind of the only thing that I'm hearing over and over again, is that, well, Trump, we had money.
Trump, we had money. You can hear this interview across the country. You walk out on the streets and you can find somebody like that saying exactly that. Now, there is a viral clip that is a ping pong balling across my timeline. A panel of Black voters unanimously agreeing about Kamala Harris, that her presidency would backfire on any Black people who support her and brutally torch her in her latest interview performances. This would be Kamala Harris's cringe performance with a MSNBC, can't even call it a softball interview. It was like a tee-hee-hee tickle pillow fight party that was a broadcast live on MSNBC. She never answered the questions. She gave a bunch of word salads. This is from a YouTube account, The Millionaire Morning Show, with Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels, we thank you for this clip. It's gold, and you can see why it's going viral right here.
No, she is not presidential, and it will definitely come back to haunt people who vote for her. I think as long as people just don't really look for context in what they're saying or what she's saying, they'll just go along with it. They'll just go along. I was actually listening to a Tim Walz rally today. Just going for those applause moments and those stuff that will appeal to your emotions, but when in reality they're just intellectually and emotionally manipulating you. So absolutely no, she's not presidential, and it will definitely come back to bite people.
Does anybody disagree with that?
I agree 1,000%.
Why do you agree?
I mean, I've listened to a bunch of interviews that she's done, and I think she's done maybe like 3 outside of the presidential debate, and you can tell like she doesn't know what to say, and it's like she's reading from a teleprompter. You can see her eyes, but that one she wasn't reading from a teleprompter. That's how you know she didn't know what to say, and that's how she had to get out of there on time. So yeah, she says a whole bunch of nothing, man. So I definitely agree with Spaces said.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree as well. She never answers questions. I actually just sit there and watch. I observe her when she actually is on. When someone actually interviews her, she never answers questions. She give a bunch of word salad. She doesn't. She's not straightforward. If she wants to be presidential, she needs to be transparent about what her policies are. She needs to be transparent about what her plans are for the future. She just never answers questions. And the happenstance that she does, people just fall for it because they're emotional. They go off of, she does the rah-rah thing, try to get you with her emotions. She tries to get you with the fact that she has a family. I've heard her family story I don't know how many times. That's what she starts off with. And she just doesn't answer questions. So to me, she is not presidential. Yes, it will come back to bite us in the future.
Let me ask you a question to follow up on that. Is there anything that you like about her?
Not a single thing.
No.
Not
Hold on,
yet.
hold on, wait. Before y'all answer, I want y'all to think about y'all answer before y'all say it.
Whew. Again, thank you, Anton Daniels. This is his channel right here. Give him a sub. Donald Trump is beloved by Black Americans, on the contrary to that clip and to what you might think. And the reason why has nothing to do with the lowest common denominator, reverse racialized discrimination, right, which the Democrat Party must cling to, identity politics, and racial hatred in America, which is pretty much all they have left to run on. It has to do with, well, what it should actually have to do with for every American, which is the economy, and has this politician actually helped my life? It's really heartbreaking to watch videos like
How hard
this.
has inflation hit you?
It hit me hard. It's hitting me hard.
Who do you blame for it?
I blame the federal government at this point. If a working class mom who works as a paralegal cannot buy a $2 bell pepper because it's now $5, imagine a mother living on food stamps. Imagine a mother who's making minimum wage trying to feed children. They're killing us without killing us.
They're killing us without killing us. So what this black grandmother says. Okay, vote Trump. You have these problems with Trump. So you can go from the black paralegal professional grandmother to, well, rappers. And they actually all have the same, they actually have the exact same opinion.
Or Donald Trump.
Oh, my partners made a lot of money with Donald Trump.
The $1,200 stimulus?
Kamala Harris is not African American. Donald Trump trying to help my people get their jobs back. Kamala Harris was never even a president. She was the sidekick.
My partner is going to make a lot of money with Donald Trump. There should really be like studies as to why so many rappers have endorsed Donald Trump. Somebody needs to do like I don't want to see any more of the polling. Like I want to see actual studies as to why every rapper in America supports Donald Trump. This is actually a cultural phenomenon that I'm the most interested in. This is what it looked like in Harlem when two rappers took the stage with President Trump. Just a
Oh, I like that. I want to
Trump
get that
talking about the grill.
President Trump. Oh man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Two local New York, Harlem-based rappers, Brooklyn-based rappers. It was an amazing moment, and this truly needs to be studied. And I think that this is why there's going to be a really, really exciting election night in November, because you can't poll this. You can't poll this. We know that there are suppression polls. We know that there are people who are going to be lying to pollsters, or are not going to be forthright, or going to be impossible to poll. And people, though, know in their bones they had a better life under President Trump. Whether you're a rapper, whether you're a grandmother, whether you're on a panel with 20 other people. It's the same thing. Kamala Harris is not a serious candidate, not a serious person, not even a legitimate candidate. She didn't legitimately win anything. She hasn't done any interviews. She hasn't won any primaries. She never stood for the election. She never won a single state. She didn't get a single vote to run for president. It was all centrally rigged, just like they're centrally rigging our economy right now. And Trump's going to fix that. I think the people know it, especially the rappers. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See you.